Hi everyone, Amethyst Ravensong here. I just wanted to come back and touch base. A couple of days ago, I mentioned talking about grounding, and so I wanted to talk a little bit today about meditation and grounding to give you guys some more information. As while this is a business page, I do want to help everybody. So if I can give some basic information out there and help people, was something I would really like to do. So I'm making this video to talk a little bit about meditation grounding because I don't care what religion you are, what deities you follow, what spiritual path you're on, or if you're an atheist, everyone can benefit from meditation and grounding. And we have countless medical and psychological studies that show that meditation absolutely has health benefits for both body and mind. So meditation is something that keeps you healthy and is something that I think everyone should strive for just as much as you would, try to drink your water and diet, and not fad diet, but watch your diet, what you eat, what you put in, and exercise. You should, I feel like meditation is also one of those health upkeep things that we all need to be doing. So I wanted to talk a little bit about it because more and more I keep running into people who tell me, oh, I've tried it and then I couldn't do it and I gave up. And how many things in our lives are we able to get down within the first couple of tries? I'm not that cool for the most part. I have to practice things, and the same goes for meditation. It's something that takes some practice. And a lot of people I also know think of meditation as where they completely empty out their mind and they think of nothing. And that is a form of meditation, and it's a very advanced form of meditation that I can't even do all of the time. I've done it a few times, but to do it all of the time, it's really rough. So meditation is a singular focus, and you'd be surprised at what you can turn in to meditation simply by being present, doing your dishes, gardening. These things can become meditation if you can really give your full presence and attention to these chores. And if it's something that brings you joy and happiness, then that's fantastic. Do it. Another form that a lot of people use that are really good is music. Put on some peaceful, calming music that means something to you, and really give your full attention to the music and let yourself be lost in it. And you're meditating. Now, if you are going for, I'm going to sit here quietly with my eyes closed and I am going to empty out my mind, please know this is not an easy thing to do. It's a worthy thing to practice. It is not an easy thing to do. So the number one rule to this form of meditation is you have to be kind to yourself. If you are using meditation as a beat up stick, you are most definitely doing it wrong. That is the worst thing you could do. So be kind to yourself. Understand that this takes time and it takes practice. So be kind. Let's start there. The other thing that really helped me with this idea of emptying my mind was thoughts are going to happen. And if you go, no thoughts, what we resist persists. So you, no, brings more in. You have to let that emotion of perfectionism, it's perfectionism. Perfectionism is a killer to any spiritual anything. I don't care what it is. What needs to be at the root of any spiritual practice or endeavor is compassion. And most of us struggle with exercising compassion for ourselves. It's a sad truth of life, but it is what it is. We are our own worst critic, right? So instead of getting mad at yourself that you can't do it, think of your thoughts as the ticker tape that runs along the bottom of a screen for a news program, right? It comes, it goes. And there's no attachment to that. And many of you, if you watch the news, that ticker tape runs out eventually, right? somewhere in the program, all of a sudden the line comes and it's gone. Well, the same's going to be for the thoughts in your mind if you can let go and just let that flow. If you resist, you're going to create more thoughts. If you're simply observant of the thoughts that come and let them go, you can get to that point where you will empty out your mind. So be kind to yourself, let it come, let it go. It's no big deal. And it's going to take a long time of trying this before you'll get to a point where your mind will empty, and then you'll hear a noise outside and you might be brought back, and that's okay. It's okay. Do it again. Let it come, let it go. One of the ways that I got started with meditation was a technique taught to me that was super simple and really helped me to get meditation down. So I'll share it here for you guys as well. So it's a basic heart meditation. So what you're going to do is you're going to find your pulse. Now, for some of you, you can do this through your chest. I have ample enough bosoms, as you can all see, that I can't really feel my heartbeat through my chest. It doesn't work. So I like to put a hand on the heart, and then I'll find my pulse in my neck and close my eyes. And I want you to really concentrate on that heartbeat. And that right there, in and of itself, is meditation, singular focus. And again, think of your thoughts as the ticker tape. Even as you're doing this, try to keep that attention on your pulse, your heartbeat. And thoughts will come and they will go. And it's fine. That's fine. You don't have to. And if you start to get carried away in your thoughts, which you may, it's very simple. Bring it back to the heart. Just bring it back to that pulse. Breath meditation is really good as well. Let me go back. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. With that heart meditation, what's really great is if you can get really concentrated on that, then I want you to give thanks to your heart for keeping you alive. And let that love grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And you can either send that love out into the universe and let it bless others, or bathe yourself in it and give that love to yourself. And I talk with many people about energy, building energy, and that's always what I tell them they can do when they've built up energy. Either send it out to the universe to bless others, or bless yourself. And there is nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with blessing yourself. Do it often. Do it with love. You deserve it. If you are not loving yourself, it's very hard to see it when it is coming in from other places. So love yourself, bless yourself. Another is breath. If you could really just focus on big deep breaths in, big deep breaths out, full breaths in, full breaths out. Even as you're doing that, that's meditation. And thoughts will come up. Keep going back to your breath. We've overcomplicated meditating, which we overcomplicate everything. That's human nature. Don't use it as a beat up stick. Let it be what it is. And you more and more will be able to get your focus in. It's not something that's meant to be perfect. It's meant to be a practice. So let it be a practice. It doesn't need to be perfected. And then I wanted to talk about grounding as well. So grounding is the idea that we connect to the earth. There's many different ways to ground. I think one of the best ways is to just sit outside on the grass, barefoot, let your feet get into the earth. There is also a very common practice called earthing, where you walk barefoot. I know they say you shouldn't walk barefoot because of worms and this and that. I walk barefoot every day outside. I have a whole trek I do. I believe in earthing. And I do barefoot hiking as well, where I have certain trails that I know are not too rocky, and I will hike them barefoot. And it's earthing. It's a great practice. I've also done grounding. One of my favorite grounding meditations that I've done is actually where you start with your toes and then you gently bring your attention to each place of your body, going up your legs individually. each leg, and then your hips and your stomach and your back and your chest, the breath, and your shoulders and your arms and your fingertips and your neck and your head and your face and the back of your head. You really just bring it all in to what's going on in your body and put your focus there for a few deep breaths. That is a great grounding meditation. And it's also really good because this is something that I struggle with, and I know other people have mentioned they have too. I'm up here all the time. I'm up here in spirit land and in my head. And when I do these grounding meditations, a lot of the time, I actually have this moment of, oh, I haven't eaten all day. Whoops, I better get on that. So grounding is really good because it brings you into your body and you'll have these realizations. Or, oh, my back's hurting, but I was so busy with everything I was doing, I really didn't notice I need to take some time out to take care of my back. Take the time out to take care of yourself. And grounding is great for that because it gets you in your body. But I am going to guide you through a brief guided meditation that you can do on your own. I'm just giving you the groundwork. You don't have to have it guided all the time. That helps me ground, that works really well. So if you're interested in doing the meditation right now, as I say it, get in a comfortable spot, sitting or laying, whatever works best for you. Make sure it's something that you can sit in comfortably for a while. Another trick that I just recently learned actually was sitting cross-legged because, right, your feet go to sleep and it sucks, right? If you sit cross-legged, flex your feet a little bit. Don't let them just fold out. Flex them up, and it will keep your feet from falling asleep. Pro tips. So go ahead and get in a comfortable position and close your eyes. So take a few deep breaths for me. And continue to breathe deep. And as you breathe deep, imagine that all the points of contact you have with the surface underneath you, there are roots coming out of your body and going down through whatever you're on. So if you're sitting on your carpet at home, imagine those roots going down through the carpet, down through the padding, down through the flooring, until it gets into the dirt. And when those roots hit the dirt, you're going to shoot out. Now this may take a little bit. You got to really visualize this. So keep breathing deep and keep sending those roots down into the earth, pushing further with each breath out. And then as you inhale, you're going to draw energy from the earth up into yourself. So breathing out, your roots drop deeper into the soil. Breathing in, the energy from the earth comes up and fills you. So do this visualization and really let that energy fill you for another few deep breaths. And as that energy fills you and comes up your body, whatever parts of you are facing upwards, I want you to imagine that branches sprout out of those parts of you. And as you breathe out again, they're going to go further into the heavens. And as you breathe in, you're going to draw in the energy of the sun now into yourself. So you're pulling in energy from the earth, you're pulling down energy from the sun. It's coming and meeting within you and intermingling and filling you with all this energetic goodness, this raw goodness of the earth and the soil and the nutrients there, and the light of the sun and the warmth and the nutrients and the goodness there, and filling you up. And take a few deep breaths and let yourself feel that energy moving inside of you. When you're ready, open your eyes. And now you have this energy boost, because not only did we ground, we connected to spirit, which is great. I think it's great to let those two energies intermingle, because we can't have anything from the earth without the sun. There's very few organisms on the planet that can survive without sunlight. We all depend on it. So I like the balancing of the two energies in that practice. So keep practicing that. Go outside, sit in the grass. Another way that I like to ground is to sit in the grass and say a mantra that involves, connecting to the earth. That's another way you can do it. Any ways you can think of, you can figure something out. Build a mud puddle and swim around in that sucker if that's what makes you feel good and get you connected to earth. It all works. And then you can take that energy, that really good grounded energy, and get your bills paid and get your house cleaned and get those things that need to be done. Grounding will give you the energy to get stuff done. So use it in that way. Grounding is really important, and we should all be doing it a lot more often. So there's some tips and some tricks for meditation and grounding. Just wanted to share some information. If you have any questions, please send me a message. I'd be happy to answer your questions or see if we can help you. If you're having some other challenges come up, I'm more than happy to help. And I hope that this video was helpful to you and you have a great day. Thanks, guys.